Oh, yeah.
Dak Prescott definitely has the best, is that called a cadence?
Yeah, by best,
He's definitely got the best.
He definitely doesn't.
No, it's fun. Who else has a better cadence than Dak Prescott?
I don't want to hear him say it 80 times a game.
It's funny, though.
No.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
No, it's pretty annoying. I'm on board with it being
funny for like the first 10 times.
It is. It was pretty funny whenever he first started doing it. Now it's like, all right.
Yeah.
That's like if you're a Cowboys fan and you have to hear it every single Sunday 80 times.
Like every time the Peyton Manning would
Omaha.
Omaha.
I could listen to that all day.
Omaha.
I could listen to that all day.
Red.
Green 19. That's Aaron Rodgers.
Who was? I could listen to that all day. I'm cool with Green 19. But who was I just? Who does it? There's someone that literally just goes hot one, hot two, and then it like snaps it on to. I feel like it was like Bo Nix or someone like that.
Yeah, probably keep it
like,
simple. Yeah.
Hot one, hot two.
I like listening to Dak Prescott.
No.
I'd rather buy one of his sleep numbers.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
You know, he gets good sleep, I bet. Well, boys, with today's intro, or this episode's intro music, I feel like with our segment coming up here called Dog or Frog, I feel like we need to do some Elvis Presley. Yeah, ain't nothing but a hound dog. If you guys are familiar.
Oh, ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Dog, yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Doom,
crying all the time.
doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Doom, doom,
Crying all the time.
doom, doom, doom.
Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Y'all ain't nothing but a hound dog.
That guy's dead.
All right, here we are, episode 44. I'm with Kean Crop, Clea Smith. I'm Cody Crop. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. So, as Kean just said, we're going to get into a newer segment today. We're calling it Dog or Frog, where we're going to be discussing who's real, as in a dog, and who's frauds that could disappoint at any moment without any warning. A frog. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do a draft like we always do. We're drafting locations for NFL expansion teams. So what would be a good new city, new town, maybe across the pond somewhere? Mm-hmm. Yeah, who knows? With all these games going across the pond, I thought it'd be a good idea.
I'm thinking Israel.
That could make a good team. Good fighting them, I guess.
Good fighting.
It'd be like that scene in Batman where they blow up Heinz Field.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Guy gets a touchdown, he looks behind him.
Nothing.
Where's the
Nothing
stadium?
there. Oh, boy. And then we'll wrap up this episode with our Week 6 previews. So let's get into some dog or frog. So, we got a couple players here we're going to just discuss and see who's who. So, let's start off with good old Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, let me get you a stat line here, too. So, on the season, he's thrown for 1,164 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Right now, his passing grade is 80.6.
That's pretty good. And we're 5 weeks into the season. So, that's pretty solid numbers. I mean,
yeah, what do you think, dog or frog, Cody?
I think dog.
Dog, okay.
Because I'm a big Mayfield guy, but to me, also along with him just having talent and proving that he has talent from his past stops these past few years and being at the Buccaneers last year, he's got too many weapons on that team, man, for him to really, truly, like, fail out of nowhere. Yeah, for him to rib it out of nowhere and just be an absolute frog. I think he's a dog, man. He's proven he's got that mentality. He's got the weapons. He's got the team. He's got the coach. He's got all of that. I think he's a dog.
I'm going to have to agree just because, like, as long as, at least for this year, and obviously last year, like, Rachaad White was good last year. Not anymore. And then he still has the same weapons. And he was really good last year, and I think he's going to continue to be really good this year just because his team doesn't let him.
Yeah,
the people around him doesn't let him. Like, there's always a run game now with the 2 running backs behind him, and he still has Chris Godwin. He still has Baker Mayfield. There you go.
Mike Evans.
He still has himself. He still has Mike Evans.
Himself.
Yeah, there's no way he becomes a frog.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there, too. I think he's a dog as well. He's got his moxie back. That's what I love to see.
He does. Yeah.
He's playing with fire like he did back at Oklahoma. in college. So, yeah, that's what I love to see out of Baker Mayfield. If he's playing with moxie and with confidence, then he's playing good football. So that's what
Just
we're seeing
wait for
right
him
now.
to start grabbing his junk again.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. And he's going to be owning that stadium real quick, just like he did in Cleveland on those commercials. Welcome to my house. All right, Geno Smith.
Yeah, he's thrown for one. He's right now the passing leader in terms of yards.
Baby.
Thrown for 1,438 yards through 5 weeks, and he only has 5 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Right now, his passing grade is 73.8 according to PFF. That is 11th in the league. Baker Mayfield was 5th. Geno Smith.
Geno Smith. What you thinking, Cletus?
I don't know.
This is tougher.
This is probably the toughest one on this list for me. It's... I don't know. Because, we've seen him be bad, but we've seen him be good. Mm-hmm. So, I guess that makes him a frog or a dog. I'm gonna...
He's going through it over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got my answer. I'm
gonna go frog.
Okay.
I don't think that he's gonna get another contract. He's not gonna be good enough for for Seattle to re-sign him. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think that he has it in him to be one of those elite quarterbacks.
Yep, I'm kind of on the same page. I'm going to say frog too, but not completely all on his back. Just because I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this coach yet, Mike McDonald. Mm-hmm. He hasn't proven enough to me with the whole team, and that's kind of where it draws the issue for me, is with the whole... I think the rest of his team's going to let him down, and not necessarily the offensive side. Obviously, because they have guys. They got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jigba, and K9. I mean, we talked about it last episode, how many guys the Seattle Seahawks have. Mm-hmm. And I just don't completely trust the whole defensive side yet, because I think if they have any issues, it's kind of been on that side. And yeah, Geno isn't... He don't got that dog in him like someone like Baker Mayfield does. He's good. He's certainly very good and has proven to be good. But now I don't know. I just don't have enough faith in him for whatever reason. Yeah, I think he's a frog.
Yeah, I hate to agree with you guys again, but I'm with you guys. Not that I think that Sam Howell is a better quarterback than him. I think Geno Smith has held his own. He's proven that he's been a good quarterback this year with the new offensive coordinator change, Ryan Grubb coming in from Washington University.
Yep.
That was a pass-first team. They had Michael Penix, who was a good college quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can trust Geno Smith to be the passing leader in the NFL for a whole season. I feel like eventually something might just go stagnant, or I feel like he's being lifted up right now, at least a little bit, by his great receiving core that we talked about, and by his offensive coordinator. I just think it's all kind of clicking right now, and I don't know if I can trust it to stay like that for the whole season.
Will it stand the test of time?
Yeah.
And for someone like Baker, we think it will. Mm-hmm. But for someone like Geno, at a different point in his career, that's
different.
That's
And
kinda,
he's old.
He's 33.
Exactly. Yeah, he's kind of at a different spot, so it makes it tough. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into some running backs. James Conner.
Yeah, on the season, he's ran for 374 rushing yards at 4.6 yards per carry. He's got 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble. His rushing grade right now is 76.3 according to PFF. That's tied for 11th in the league with James Cook. And through the air, I think he's added a little bit. Let me get it pulled up here. Receiving numbers for James Conner. I guess not too much through the air. He's only got 8 catches for 66 yards. But James Conner off to a pretty hot start.
Yeah, so are we talking... for him to be a dog, are we talking him to just kind of finish where he's at?
Yeah, do you think he's got to be able to keep up this hot start?
Pace?
Yeah. Or do you think that he's eventually just going to, he's going to turn into just a guy?
I'm going to call him a dog.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this Cardinals offense. Cletus talks about it a lot, but this Cardinals offense this year has proven enough to me. And I've seen enough out of James Conner that he's still got enough juice to be a top 11, 12 running back in the league this whole year. I don't think he's slowing down. He's just a solid, reliable runner. And this offense has proven that it's going to open up gaps for him to run through. And James Conner always has, I don't know a better way to put it. He's always got good finish to his runs.
I like it.
He always finishes his runs. Yeah, there it is. He always finishes runs. He runs hard all the time. And he's got that little bit of pass catching ability that's always there. And yeah, I think he's a dog. I'm a big fan of James Conner and this offense this year for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think he's a dog as well. Simply because he might actually get better throughout the season. Because
If he stays healthy.
Yeah, if he stays healthy. Because, like, the Cardinals receivers are really young, and if they just keep getting better, then that's going to open the ground game even more. So
That's true. Good point.
And he's done this for, like, 2 or 3 years in a row. So if they start paying more attention to the passing game, I can see him keeping up with this pace.
I'm with you guys again. I think he's a dog this year as long as he can stay healthy. Because as long as he can stay healthy, he has been a good running back in the NFL. This year, he's been obviously staying healthy. He's like the perfect thunder punch to Kyler Murray's quickness that he adds. That dynamic. They have to pay attention to Connor and they have to pay attention to Kyler Murray. So they're a good combo right now. Like a way more lightweight Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, just on a much smaller scale. But James Conner is doing it all right now, and he's helping keep this good offense afloat. So props to James Conner.
Agreed. Next dude, Chuba Hubbard, Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, right now Chuba Hubbard is actually third in rushing grade in the NFL according to PFF. 68 carries, 393 yards, 5.8 yards per carry, and 2 touchdowns. And then through the air, he's got 17 catches for 82 yards. What do you guys think about Chuba Hubbard?
I think he's going to rib it. I don't think that he's not going to keep up with that pace. There's no way this offensive line isn't good enough. This team isn't good enough. They're going to start cracking down on the run game because they clearly can't throw except for like one game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not going to keep up with that pace. There's no doubt. And he might have to start splitting the backfield now. So, yeah.
Ian?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Not that I think that James... I'm not even that high on Jonathan Brooks. I'm not even that scared of him stealing the backfield. I think Chuba's played well enough, but I just think that eventually it's going to... I mean, it's already kind of falling apart for this Panthers team, and I think it's just going to fall apart even more. And I don't think Chuba Hubbard is an elite running back like somebody like Saquon Barkley or Bijan Robinson to be able to carry an offense like that. Chuba's just not that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. And basically for all the reasons you said, there's question marks with the offense, going to be even more question marks with Jonathan Brooks coming in. I don't trust the organization not to try to force Jonathan Brooks, like, handoffs. Mm-hmm. Just force him plays just because he's
high
fresh.
Draft pick.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm going to have to agree. I'm happy for Chuba for what he's done so far. He's playing awesome. I mean, he is one of the only bright spots on this Carolina Panthers offense right now, or at least one of the most consistent bright spots on this Panthers offense right now. But I don't know if he can keep up this pace for the totality of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe for quite a while here. But just with another back coming in, that's going to be probably the toughest part, to be honest. Jayden Reed, the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Jayden Reed has been that guy, as we always praise him every single week because he is, in my opinion, the most explosive receiver on this Packers team. Like, Christian Watson. He may be faster. He is faster and bigger. But Jayden Reed went out here so far, and he's got 21 receptions for 414 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is 19.7 yards per reception. Right now in receiving grade, hang on. I got to sort it by only wide receivers because this is all messed up here. Okay. Right now in receiving grade, he is 19th, but that's with the... Hang on. Let's sort it by... Let's get some targets out there. Yeah. Let's get some targets out of there so it's more accurate. Right now, he's 17th in receiving grade in the NFL. But what do you guys think about Jayden Reed?
I'd say he's a dog. I think that, like you said, he's the most explosive guy on this Packers offense, and they just know how to use him. Like, they use him in a lot of rushing plays, too. Like, they always use him in some sort of way. And even whenever Christian Watson comes back, I still don't think Christian Watson is as good as he's made out to be. So I think they're still going to lean towards Jayden Reed. And keep pushing him to his limits, and like, because we know that he is that good. But I'd say there's question marks around Christian Watson.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I think Jayden Reed's a dog. He's kind of proven to be somewhat quarterback-proof. The couple he's been through, he's been productive with both. With the questions around, obviously, Christian Watson coming back, but also with all these rumors about Dobbs being unhappy there and things like that with his lack of targets or whatever the heck's going on. We don't really know. But that's what's being rumored. I think Jayden Reed has proven enough that he's very good in the Matt LaFleur offense, and he's quarterback proof, and he's always pretty much good for a few big plays in every game, and there's no reason to bet against him right now. I mean, there's no reason for me to bet against him right now.
Agreed, dog. Green Bay has to keep finding ways to get the ball in this guy's hands. As I said, most explosive, probably just playmaker in general on their team.
Yep,
any position. This guy is absolutely, he's killing it right now, and they just need to get the ball in his hands. Yeah, that's it.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, right now, Jameson Williams I feel like this is a pretty predictable stat line for the kind of receiver that he is, but crazy still nonetheless. 13 receptions on the year for 289 receiving yards. That is 22.2 yards per reception and 2 touchdowns. He's got a 70.8 receiving grade according to PFF. That's 31st in the NFL. But Jameson Williams is out there. Him and Rashid Shaheed are on the same boat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say for me to say that he's not gonna ribbit is an understatement, because his last game he had 2 receptions for 80 yards, and his one catch was for 70 yards. Yeah, he's not keeping up with that. Not a chance. I don't see it happening. Right now, 22.2 yards per catch. That'll probably drop to like 10. If he even gets targeted. It might stay around the same, but he's not going to keep getting this many yards per game. Like, not a chance.
Keen, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm again with you, Cletus. Jameson Williams, I just can't ever really – it's tough for me to get behind these, like, just strictly deep threat receivers being consistent playmakers on teams. Like, I feel like they just can't be consistent contributors. We've seen guys like Alec Pierce right now is going crazy. He's got 28.3 yards per reception. But I can't see Jameson Williams being a consistent contributor on this team unless he, like, starts succeeding at all levels of the field, and yeah, I just don't see that happening.
Well, we have one example in Week 3 against the Cardinals. 1 reception, 9 yards.
Yeah, that's the risk you take with these strictly deep threat receivers.
I think I'm going to be different just for the sake of being different, but also because I'm a big believer in this Lions offense this year, and I think they're only going to get hotter this year. I think there's going to be more targets to go around, more yards to go around, and sure, I definitely think J-Mo's going to have some bad games here and there. But since he's an explosive receiver and he's on that explosive Lions offense, he's going to have his games to keep him up in those stats for where he's at now. I think he'll be able to have enough big games to keep up. Whenever he comes up against a team like, let's take the Broncos, for example. It might be a bad example, but any team like this that's got like a
weak safeties,
or the Steelers, they got Joey Porter Jr. Okay,
yeah,
he's gonna be on someone like Amon-Ra,
yeah,
or something like that. Who's behind JPJ?
Dante Jackson.
Is he gonna be able to keep up with J-Mo?
No.
Not a good chance. And there's a lot of teams like that in the NFL. Even Denver Broncos, like I was gonna say, Pat Surtain, top tier. Next guy down, not so much.
White corner.
Riley Moss. Yeah.
Not going to keep up with them.
No.
Yeah, so I think that they're going to have – do I know who the Lions are playing off the top of my head? No. But it doesn't matter. I think J-Mo's proven this year to have – he's kind of coming back
the Cowboys
a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
He can cook them.
Yeah, he can cook the Cowboys. So, yeah, I just think he's going to have enough big games. But, yeah, being that deep threat receiver, he's definitely going to have some duds thrown in there. He's going to have some frog moments. But I think he's going to have enough big games to finish out this year as a dog. For sure. All right, let's get into our draft. We're going to draft some locations for some NFL expansion teams because there's obviously been talk about this in the past years with the game going overseas to all these awesome places, in all honesty. maybe not fields, but awesome fans and awesome, just environments. And even here in the U.S., expanding more because obviously NFL is king and their league's huge and it's just a giant money train. So obviously they're going to want to get more teams in there and more games and all that fun stuff. So, do we want to do 2 rounds, 3 rounds?
Yeah, let's go 3. Yeah,
because we can think about outside the U.S.
I have a lot of different places.
Yeah, there's some states that don't have an NFL team that are like big football states that deserve an NFL team.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's do 3-round snake draft.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it, Cletus.
All right, Cletus. 1-on-1.
I kind of didn't want the 1-of-1.
I mean, I'll take it, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of the states, but I'm just mostly thinking out of the country.
okay. Hit me with it.
I have so many different places going through my mind out the country. First one, it's got to be the 1-on-1 London.
Yeah, that's fair.
It'd make a lot of sense.
We play at least one game over there every year.
They sell out.
I think there's another one this week.
Now they're like
right?
3 or 4 up to now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just leaning so hard to London. I mean, the fan base would be crazy. Like the whole country. You have a whole country rooting for your team.
It would be awesome.
It would be electric. Every single one of those games sells out.
Exactly.
Those people are crazy. It's loud.
It's wild
to
see. Like, there's guys, like at that Jets and Minnesota game. Like, there were so many people decked out in jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that ain't fake. They're hardcore fans over there, and they're always awesome games.
And then if they actually got a stadium over there and a team, it would be ballistic because they have like, I don't know, 5 million people in that country, maybe. No, way more.
Probably
they
way
have
more
like,
in London.
Yeah, they have like 60 million people in the country, and they would all be fans of that team.
Can you imagine the tailgate at those games?
Wait,
if they're allowed.
England, stupid. England is the country, right?
Yeah, England.
Dumb. Okay, England, 55.98 million.
Pretty close. Yeah,
Pretty close
in
to
2018. Yeah,
that's
most
wild.
of those people would be fans of that team, which is
100%.
It would probably be the biggest fan base in the NFL.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
All right.
You got any? This is out of the blue. I didn't ask you guys to prepare for this, but you got any like mascots, like the London?
All I can ever think of is London Bulldogs because it was from Madden.
Oh yeah.
Every time I'd start a franchise,
Yeah.
I'd take it over to London.
Yep.
I'd always just spam A to get through it, and I'd accidentally pick the first.
The Bulldogs.
It was always the Bulldogs. I was like, God damn it! Or Monarchs.
Yeah,
It's
the
either-
Monarchs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one that came to mind for me.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
either Bulldog or Monarchs. I don't even. I mean, Monarchs is a good one, but
Yeah.
that's straight out of Madden. Like literally
it really
straight out of
is,
Madden.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Maybe the Colonizers.
That'd be funny. That would be funny.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be awesome. Not any worse than the Commanders.
Let's see if
Redskins.
Reddit's got anything cooked up. Yeah, the London Royals, the London Teabaggers,
Oh yes.
I like
London Knights. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
They all sound like Madden names, though.
The London Silly Nannies. All right, that's enough from Reddit.
The London Knackers.
The London Knickerbockers.
Yes.
All right, now my choice. Do I gotta go out of state or do I
Wow,
stay
the country.
out of country or in the country? I want to go out of country. It may not make as much travel sense as London because it might be a bit further.
Don't be mine.
But I'm between two.
This is why I didn't want to go one.
You'll probably get them both. I
Maybe.
have one idea, or I have one out of country idea. Yeah, hit me with one of them.
I'm going to go Germany just because they've been there and fans have been proven to be there. And
What city?
it's crazy there too. Wherever they play. What is it, Moscow? I think
No,
no,
that's
Russia.
That's
Frankfurt.
Munich?
Yeah,
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
I
the
think that's
capital,
where
yeah.
they play.
That's
Yeah,
the
so it'd
capital.
have to be Frankfurt. But I'm thinking their fans are just as wild over there as they are in London, and I don't know about a mascot. Let's not. I don't. There's a lot of. Yeah, there's a lot that could.
I
be.
wonder what their celebration would be.
I don't know. I just think it'd be electric over there in Germany. See, any of those places overseas have proven to just be huge football fans.
The Burgermeisters?
Ooh, I'm down for that.
The Bavarians? The bratwurst?
The Wieners.
The Wiener Schnitzels.
The Aryans.
Oh god, I'd be their mascot.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yep.
All right, I'm also gonna go while we're on the trend of out of country. I gotta go. Our friends from the north, Toronto.
Yeah.
I gotta go Toronto.
Canada would be good.
Yeah, because Toronto has a team in like every other major American sport here.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the Canadian Football League.
It's
Is it
still
a thing?
very
Exactly.
popular. Yeah.
That
So
would
I'd
be
love a
awesome.
Toronto team. The Toronto Snowbanks, maybe.
Oh, yes.
Toronto
Yes.
Yetis. Oh, Yetis would be
Yetis
cool.
would be sick.
Up in there in the Great White North.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Toronto is definitely deserving of a
The
team.
Toronto Darts.
The darts, smoking
Darties.
darts.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You want to smoke a dart with me?
Yeah, that would be cool. What's your second pick? You got
All right,
turn.
yeah. So I gotta. There's a lot of like big college football states like
Yep.
Oklahoma, Alabama. These places don't have they don't have college football or they don't have NFL teams. So I gotta go Oklahoma. There's already an NBA team there. Give me Oklahoma City, baby.
I was thinking
Not
about
a bad
Yeah,
pick.
give me
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. I was looking up populations. It's the biggest populated city in Oklahoma.
What's second, Tuscaloosa?
Tulsa.
Oh yeah, Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa's in Alabama.
Alabama. Tuscaloosa.
That's where the University
That's
of
where
Alabama,
Alabama
is.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, but give me Oklahoma City.
It's a good choice.
They're a very big football state, as we can see with Oklahoma State and Oklahoma just University
Yeah,
are very
University.
big football schools. So I feel like they would definitely have some good fan bases out there. Oklahoma just sounds like a football
It's a football
state.
state.
Yeah, I can't believe that
Oklahoma.
there's not a.
I know.
It is surprising.
Yeah.
They're a big baseball
They got a
state, I think,
basketball
too.
team. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're just
I
a
feel
big
like,
sports steak.
Yeah.
They are.
Steak.
Yeah.
Steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
All right.
Something like the Cowboys or something. The Bulls. Nah, the Bulls is already used.
The
somewhere.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Let's go to the
Oklahoma City Cowboys.
I've got it. The
Hokies.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
the
the
Okies.
Hokies.
The
There we go.
Oklahoma Oakley.
You got the
Oklahoma
Texans and the Okies.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. The Rattlers.
Spencer Rattlers.
What's out in Oklahoma? While you're thinking there.
Yeah.
The Plains. That'd be boring. The Tumbleweeds.
There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, I got
The
one.
Goldenrod.
I got
King
one.
Purchase.
I got one in state that I think could be electric. They're definitely a big sports state, but I would pick something like Alabama, but I think college football is too crazy down there. That's their life.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. Those people down there are diehard Alabama all day long. They aren't gonna go to an NFL team, at least not quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Kentucky. I think somewhere in Kentucky would be good. Like they're just a big sports state in general.
The
Obviously,
Louisville team.
yeah, like probably somewhere like Louisville. I think obviously Kentucky football, college football is not huge. Kentucky basketball is pretty big.
Yeah.
But I think that because of that, they're just sports fans in general. I think they could get behind an NFL team. I think Kentucky would be a good spot. Kind of centrally located too. So it would work. It would work pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably a Louisville team somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep going out of the country.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take Dubai.
That would be electric.
The only issue I see with that is that that'd be like the only game people would want to watch because
Yeah.
they're playing in Dubai.
Yeah. That's true.
Like it would be so overshadowed from everything else.
Yeah, and also probably the other issue would be, you know how players talk about like the Miami flu or the Vegas flu, basically going out.
yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I think that could be the issue.
Yeah,
They'd
and-
probably keep them. Yeah.
Oh damn, Dubai is popping.
Yeah.
That's a
Dubai's-
huge city.
Oh,
Dubai's
It looks
crazy.
so modern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's what I mean.
Oh, are they like they're rich off
They're
of oil?
rich.
Okay.
Yeah.
shit.
That's
They're crazy.
that's where Live Golf is.
Yep.
Damn, these pictures are insane.
You should
Yeah.
see the pictures on the internet of like all the supercars that like
Yeah.
are everywhere in that town.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
wow.
crazy.
It's wild. It's a next level place.
Anyway, Cleese, you got one
All
more.
right. You got another.
Man, screw it. I'm gonna keep going out of the country.
There you
To
go.
hell with this country. It's going to shit. Ooh, I mean, I'm definitely not going to South America. Definitely not going to Africa, even though I just did.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go Tokyo.
Oh,
Ooh, that'd be different.
Like
I
a-
think they're pretty big football fans over there.
And like a think of like a Tokyo themed
stadium.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like how they're like Neo Tokyo's like the theme
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Oh, that would be crazy. Can you imagine the billboards in there and like the wall? Oh.
You would be blind.
Yeah,
when you
it'd be
walk
so
out.
bright. That would be awesome. That'd be really cool. I think there's a lot of football fans over there too.
Good luck finding the land for it though. It's such a small
Yeah.
land.
Very good luck. That'd be sweet. All right, I got one more out of country. Ireland. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Those people
Dublin.
over there. Yeah, Dublin, Ireland. I think it would be awesome.
The Conor McGregor's.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Ireland would be a great spot. It seems like they're diehards over there for the football. They got like their own version of American football over there. And I think I think they're big NFL fans, and just those people over there would be hilariously awesome. And I think people would flock from everywhere to go to games in Ireland. Even fly from over here. I mean, how awesome would it be to go to Ireland to watch a football game?
It would be cool.
And then obviously party it up in Ireland, in Dublin.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm looking at like Hick states that we got here that don't have NFL teams. We got teams like Iowa, Idaho, Iowa, Nebraska. Honestly,
Not enough population.
not very big populations. So
You
that
can't-
brings me.
You can't really go Midwest.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm gonna go
There's one
to Utah.
state. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Utah. Salt Lake City.
Yep.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City needs a team.
You're
It's
right.
a beautiful city too.
Yeah, I want to go.
Beautiful
Yeah, I
state,
feel like that would have enough people there.
They just got a
Mormons
hockey
love
team.
football.
The Mormons do love football. You got BYU, you got Utah, you got
Utah.
Utah State. I think there's more than I'm forgetting too. There's like
there
a
definitely
surprising amount of D1 schools in Utah. But Salt Lake City, I feel like
Salt Lake
should be
City's
pushing
popping.
for one. Yeah, because they've had Olympics there.
Yeah.
So like they've obviously got like the space and probably the venues to
Oh, for sure.
like go to Salt Lake City. So I feel like that'd be really good. And just the scenery out there. Like I
it's
know
beautiful.
during like primetime games they're like showing like all these places like around the stadium. Like
Yeah.
like they could be showing like Moab and
Yep.
where's the Grand Canyon?
Nevada.
Okay.
Right, I think.
Arizona, I believe.
Oh, Arizona. Sorry, I was thinking of
Yeah, it's in it's in Arizona. Cletus was right.
Yeah.
The only issue is the tailgates would be terrible.
It would be.
There would be no drinking.
That's true.
Oh, what? Really?
Mormons don't drink.
Oh. Well,
That's
the away team would be sloshed.
They're like, God, these guys are obnoxious.
Utah would be awesome, though. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into our Week 6 preview. Mm-hmm. So, how we did last week, picking against the spread. Cleese was 9-8. Hell of a run. Kean and Carson were 7-10. I was 6-11. Jared was 5-12. So we're kind of all over the board.
Jared fell off, baby.
Fell off.
He's in the race with the rest of us.
Yeah, so our standings after this past Week 5, Jared's 26-27. Kean is 44-46, a couple under 500. Me and Cletus are both 42-48, and Carson is staying on his streak, 35-55. Picking against the spread.
It's just getting sad.
It's tough. It's tough to do.
Ugh.
So, yeah, let's get into it. A couple college games this week. There's some pretty good matchups this week, in my opinion. The first one we'll talk about here. 16th ranked Utah is going to Arizona State. Utah's favored 6.5.
We got to talk about what Carson's doing this week because
Yeah.
he's been so terrible at this. Carson, in his picks here, he's obviously not here with us during this recording, but he said, quote, "I faded all of my actual picks, so now I should have my first ever positive record for this week."
And that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, with
Yeah.
how it's going.
But I don't know how that speaks for me because he went with Arizona State, which means he wouldn't have gone with Arizona State. But I went with Arizona State as my actual pick. But that actually kind of makes me feel better because Carson picks them all wrong. So yeah,
You're right. So you're good.
So I just went with Arizona State because I feel like last time we talked about a Utah game, I talked about how they were very one-dimensional. I feel like they're honestly on fraud watch, in my opinion.
Whoa.
Not that Arizona State is much better. They're 4-1 themselves, though. But what I like about this is that Arizona State's home. They just have to make sure that they don't get beat by a touchdown. If they can just run the ball, control clock, and just play smart football, I feel like they can make this Utah. They can stop this Utah team, at least slow them down, and keep this a close game because this Utah team is one-dimensional.
That's fair. I went with Utah just because I like the coach. Like I always say every single week, they're playing pretty well this year, and I just think even going on the road, they're going to be a big matchup for someone like Arizona State. And you say they're one-dimensional. I guess I could see that, but they've been winning and they've been playing pretty well. And I just like that Utah team, man, this year. They're pretty solid. I think they can beat them by a touchdown.
They don't drink.
All they do is play football.
Football. Number 1 ranked Texas is going to 18th ranked Oklahoma. Texas is favored 14.5 points.
This is the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, it'll be a big game this week.
Is this where Patrick Mahomes' doppelganger goes to? Oklahoma?
No.
No,
Nebraska.
That's Nebraska.
Nebraska. Yeah. It's Arch Manning's been starting, right?
Yeah, yours is hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters.
No.
Either way, I think Texas. Me and Carson again went Texas on the same side here. I just feel like I know it's a rivalry game. They usually tend to stay close, but I have not been impressed with what I've seen from Oklahoma yet. Jackson Arnold is not doing well, and they have very minimal run games. So that is a combination for disaster against a Texas team that has been steamrolling everybody, no matter who the quarterback is. Their opponents have not scored more than 13 points, and that was last week against Mississippi State. Here are their scores so far in their 5 games that Texas has played. 52-0, 31-12, 56-7, 51-3, 35-13. Like, it's been a UConn-like run, like they did, like UConn did last year in the March Madness. So I'm riding with Texas here.
That's fair. I get that. I picked Oklahoma kind of simply because it's the Red River rivalry, and 14.5 points feels like a lot of points, even though Texas has been dog walking everyone. In all honesty, that's kind of the end of my story. I just think this Red River rivalry, these big rivalry games,
Too many points.
yeah, it's just too many points for a game like that, no matter the teams.
Spread's too big.
Yep, I'm on board. All right, 9th ranked Ole Miss is favored 3.5, going to 13th ranked LSU. We're all on Ole Miss for this game, and Jackson Dart and the boys.
He's a gunslinger. Garrett Nussmeier, the LSU quarterback, has been very hit or miss, but I tell you what, Jackson Dart has been nothing but hit, baby. Nothing but hit.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Smoking darts all over the field.
Slinging that pig.
Trey Harris he's going to be drafted. Henry Parrish? I messed up his name. It is Henry Parrish.
Henry.
He's already ran for over 500 yards, so he's running for over 100 yards a game. This Ole Miss team is looking very good. Very, very good.
Yep, I agree. That's why I'm on board with them.
Defense too good.
You're right. 2 ranked Ohio State is favored 3.5, going to 3rd ranked Oregon. We are
Game of the
all
year
on Oregon. This is going to be a huge game out in Oregon.
That's where game day is.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is huge. It's going to be an incredible game. But yeah, we're all on Oregon.
I mentioned it last episode. I honestly think Oregon should not be number 3. I'm an Oregon fan, so I picked Oregon for this game because this is more out of hope than like knowledge. But I really, I hate Ohio State. I just want to see Oregon win because one of the last times they played, it was in the national championship game, the first year of the 4-team playoff. Marcus Mariota lost to Ezekiel Elliott in the national championship game. So I'm just kind of hoping here. I'm kind of scared that Oregon's defense is not good enough to stop Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson and Jeremiah Smith and everything that they have going on at Ohio State. So I'm kind of really scared for this game. This is just out of hope. Let's go Ducks. Come on, please. Please.
Quack.
Quack. Because like Dylan Gabriel has not been, he's no Bo Nix. I'll say that. He's no Bo Nix, unfortunately. So, quack.
Yeah, I agree. Certainly not. But I think Oregon is being at home I'm a big Dan Lanning fan.
Oh yeah, I think he's up there. We said this before getting on air, but yeah, Dan Lanning, in my opinion, is the best coach in college football right now. Well, okay, Kirby Smart of Georgia, he's up there too.
Yeah,
but like Dan Lanning, he's an awesome guy to root for.
He is. He's a super good coach, and I honestly think underneath everything that we don't see, I think Ohio State's kind of got a lot of pressure on them this year, just because they're being talked about of having all these studs. And Ohio State really hasn't played anyone crazy this year yet. They played Akron, WMU, Marshall, Michigan State, Iowa, and then they're playing Oregon at Oregon. It's going to be their first real big test this year, and it should be a good game, and I think Oregon's going to have the juice at home.
I will be hammered watching this game.
As you should be.
Good.
Probably be This is Saturday night, yeah. I'll be up in Edinburgh for homecoming. Hammered.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a 7 o'clock game, so hopefully this is like as I'm getting into it so I can pay attention.
No,
and then I will be watching. I'm going to be recording this game and watching it back. I'm going to have to. I can't. If I'm drunk, I can't focus on football. The analytical mind of mine is gone. Absolutely gone.
Anything to add on this game?
I just hate Ohio State.
Woo!
Fair. Yeah, we're all PA guys, obviously.
OH.
No IO. 18th ranked Kansas State is going to Colorado. Kansas State's favored 4.5. And Carson's on Colorado, and as we talked about, he's taken all the opposite of what he thinks. And the rest of us are on K-State here.
I think this is the third Kansas State game we've covered.
Yeah.
Just disrespectful to Kansas State.
So
we've glazed them every single time we've talked about Kansas State. So yeah, I think they easily beat Colorado by at least 5. Like Colorado is the most annoying team in the nation. I think they're kind of fraudulent. They're all for clicks.
They don't know what's coming with Avery Johnson coming in with the boys. Avery Johnson's playing lights out still. This whole Kansas State team, like we talk about seemingly every week, like Kian just said, I think they're going to come in and put a good whooping on Colorado this week.
Ass. Can of whoop ass.
Anything, Cletus?
No, I just don't like how Colorado plays.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's get into some NFL games. So we got Thursday Night Football on Prime. 49ers are going to the Seahawks. 49ers are favored, 3.5 points. And we're all kind of split. I'm riding with Carson with the Seahawks just because the Niners didn't look great this past week. And I know the Seahawks really didn't either. But for whatever reason, to me, the Seahawks at home in their home stadium, I know they just lost at home. Don't get on me about it. But it just feels like one of those things where the Seahawks are going to at least keep it close. I don't know. This is one of those gut games for me that I don't know. It seems like the Niners have lost a little bit of a step, but the line's close, so I don't know if the Seahawks will win, but I think they'll keep it close.
We just watched the Seahawks get held to 20 by a much worse defense.
Yeah, they only scored one offensive touchdown in that game.
That's bad. And they're against one of the best defenses in the league. And the offense had a bad game last game, so I'm guessing they're coming for revenge this game. So I think it's liable for a 49ers blowout.
I'm with you there, Cletus. I have too much belief in Kyle Shanahan figuring it out. Like, no, yes, it's been a slow start for this 49ers team, but I've got too much belief in him being able to figure it out. And this is a division rival. He knows how to play against the Seahawks. I think that this could be a 49ers blowout. I believe in Kyle Shanahan.
Jaguars are going to the Bears. Bears are favored 1.5 points at home.
Go ahead, Cletus.
I guess I'm the only guy on the Jags, so.
Yup.
I mean, I just think that the Bears are so fraudulent. Caleb, I'm gonna keep fading Caleb Williams. I mean, there's nothing else to it. I don't believe in him. Trevor Lawrence, I don't believe in him either, but I believe in Christian Kirk, and I just believe that their offense is a lot more well-rounded than the Bears. The Bears' defense is tough, and that's why I think this game is going to be really close. But I just think the Jaguars are going to squeak it out.
Me, Cody, and Carson are all on the Bears. I'll get started here. I think that if you just line them up, So, like, Jaguars have the better offense, I guess. At least a little bit better.
Now, yeah.
At least a little bit better.
A little better.
And the Jaguars' defense is non-existent. Bears probably have like a top 12 defense right now. They're kind of humming on that side of the ball. It's not Caleb Williams who's keeping them in games. It's that defense. So I'm kind of scared for Trevor Lawrence going up against a good defense again because he was pressured once, as I said last game, and I think that Montez Sweat could get to him a little bit more in this game. So that's why I went Bears. Either way, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yep, I completely agree. I think it will be a close game, but yeah, I don't have any trust in that Jaguars defense.
Sometimes all these quarterbacks need is a breakout game, and then they get that groove,
Groove, they're shimmying.
Yeah, I mean, we hope Trevor Lawrence breaks out this game after getting paid the money, but we'll see. I just don't have enough trust yet.
He's still living off his Clemson days.
You're right.
I got to see it again. This should be a game that
this is a prove-it game.
Both these quarterbacks should be pressured. Last week, they were, like, not pressured at all. So it's just a game of who's going to shit their pants the least.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep, but it should be close. Should be a halfway decent game.
Speaking of shit, the Commanders.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, actually, no.
Not the Commanders
I mean
now.
the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of
The facilities.
the facilities, per se. The Commanders are going to Baltimore to play the red-hot Ravens. The Ravens are favored 6.5 points at home. Cletus, you took the Ravens here. And, I mean, I think I understand why. I mean, I definitely understand why. But go ahead. Explain yourself.
Well, the offense is just, I mean, we've seen it for the last 2 weeks, just ridiculous right now. They've finally figured out how to use Derrick Henry correctly. And their defense is doing so well. And Jayden Daniels, I don't think this is his first time, like, seeing a real defense. So I don't think that he's going to be dropping these 30 bombs like we've been seeing. He's probably only going to get, like, 20, at most, like, 23 points. And I think the Ravens are probably going to drop 30, if not more, on the Commanders' defense. So,
yeah, me, Carson, and Cody are all on the Commanders here. It's not that I think they're going to win, per se, but Jayden Daniels does own the AFC North so far.
He does.
But
6.5 points is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Kind of mostly why I took the Commanders, and I'm big on Jayden Daniels and his team. I mean, they've looked too good. I guess I do get it now at this point. Jayden Daniels has got this offense clicking with Cliff Kingsbury calling it. They're humming right now. And the defense has proven it's not Swiss cheese. We've been over that. It's not Swiss.
At least the front seven is good.
The front seven's good. The rest.
Secondary
debatable.
I don't know.
I just think it's too many points. I think they'll be able to keep it close. At least closer than a touchdown.
Should be a good game. I think it's going to be a better game than what Vegas thinks right now. 6.5.
Yeah, I think so as well. Buccaneers are going to the Saints. The Bucs are favored 3.5 points. We all took the Buccaneers. Carson took the Saints.
Yeah, I think Carson only did that because he would have taken the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
so that's
for
why
sure.
But you guys want to talk about why we're taking Buccaneers?
Well, they've been proving they kept up with the Falcons all the way through overtime. They would have won that game, and they're playing their hearts out right now. Like, they're playing their best football that we've seen out of them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Saints just laid an egg on national television.
Yeah, Saints are kind of on a schneid right now. They started off incredibly hot, and we all kind of predicted them to kind of come back to earth. And Derek Carr is now hurt.
Multiple weeks.
Yeah, so that's not great. Rashid Shaheed was already coming back down to earth this past game before Derek Carr got hurt. And, yeah, they're
Maybe
just...
Spencer Rattler will throw it to Chris Olave.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
either way.
But yeah, there's too many question marks.
Yeah, Baker's a dog.
Yeah, he's
Enough
a dog.
said.
We talked about
Enough
it.
said, yep.
Baker's a dog. The Cleveland Brownies are going to the Eagles. Eagles are favored 8.5 points. Cletus, you took the Browns.
You're walking the plank today.
You are walking the plank.
Yeah, the Eagles, I just feel like they're so...
confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're all over the place. So are the Browns, though. So, I mean, it's tough. It's over a touchdown point game. So, I don't know.
It's a big spread.
Yeah, it's an 8.5 point spread, so it's tough. And I just figured the Browns might keep this one close just because the Eagles, they can't find the difference between their asshole and the hole in the ground.
I'm kind of hoping that after the Eagles are coming off bye now, right? They didn't play last week. I'm hoping that maybe either Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown or both are coming back this week. And I can't back the Browns And with any spread right now, it's especially if Kevin Stefanski his heart is set on sticking with Deshaun Watson. I don't know how much longer he can do this. But if they're starting Deshaun Watson, I'm going with the Eagles. I know it's a lot of points, but I'm
on board. And here's a report from James Palmer at James Palmer TV from yesterday, October 7th. He said, "My understanding is the Eagles are expecting to have their top wide receivers, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, back this week versus the Browns."
That's not good for the Browns.
That's not
good for the Browns. So, if like Kian said, if Deshaun Watson's starting for the Browns, and especially, even if they don't get those two wideouts back, I'm still on the Eagles. Mm-hmm. The Browns have looked too brown, if you catch my drift, these past few weeks. Yeah, they look poop. The Colts are going to the Titans. The Colts are favored 1.5.
Will Levis is back.
Bill Levis is back. But you know who else is still there?
Joe Flacco.
The Joe Flacco Colts. I think they're going to walk in there and ruin the Titans' day.
Yeah, if Joe Flacco is starting, this 1.5 is an absolutely disrespectful line. The Titans, they tried to run the ball last week. 2 weeks ago. It got them their first win before the bye. But you can't run the ball and keep up with Joe Flacco-led offense of the Colts. Even if Anthony Richardson starts, I still think they win this game.
I'm so excited for more Will Levis pictures this week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking I have the Titans just simply because
you and Carson have the Titans.
They're so injured.
Yeah,
they have no defense.
They are injured.
It's backyard football.
We talked about it last episode, how injured they are.
Exactly. So
they're very bad.
Yeah,
it's almost a pick'em game.
Yeah, it's a pick'em game. I'm gonna pick the Titans just because they're due for something.
Yeah, sure.
They're coming off a bye,
and for Joe Flacco is probably still going to sling the thing, not turn the ball over, but something's going to happen, I feel like.
I hope Will Levis slings it right back.
I doubt that.
For my fantasy team, I hope.
All right, the Texans are favored 7 going to the Patriots. We are all on the Texans.
Yeah, I feel like this line would be bigger if Jacoby Brissett was still starting. But they must think that there's going to be some kind of spark at home with Drake May. Pass rush, though, is still just too good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to, against this terrible offensive line of the Patriots. Like,
And this is a debut for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Against the DeMeco Ryans-led defense.
Texans team.
And, it's your home stadium, but you've never played in it.
Yep.
Except for preseason.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be tough sledding for that Patriots team this week. And I feel like the Texans have kind of been a little bit down and, playing tough games. And they're going to enjoy this one. They're going to have some fun in this game and light it up. It is a big negative that Nico Collins probably isn't going to be there. Mm-hmm. But we've talked about all the pass catchers that are still there and all the weapons like Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz. So they still got plenty of weapons. They still got C.J. Stroud at the helm, and they still got a DeMeco Ryans defense that always wreaks havoc. Mm-hmm. And that's basically the end of that. Cardinals are going to the Packers. Packers are favored 5.5 points. We are all on the Cardinals this week.
That's actually very surprising.
Yeah.
I guess Carson would have chose the Packers.
Yeah, I guess.
He's always wrong, so I guess we're all right.
We're all right.
Shoot, no, we're all going to be wrong. Wait, I don't know. This is so confusing.
It's some real reverse psychology he's playing with on us.
I don't know. Maybe these are actually his real picks.
Oh, no. He just wanted to sound smart.
He just wants. Yeah. No, he's just doing this as a cover for when he does bad.
Right. Oh. We get it, dude.
We're on to him.
But no, I'm always choosing my Cardinals. I love the Cardinals, and the Packers defense. Like I said, Swiss cheese. James Conner's probably going to have himself a hell of a game. So if you have him in fantasy, I would start him. And just a little advice there. But I think they're going to keep it real close.
Yeah. Cardinals offense specifically has looked good, but like you said, their defenses came along too and looked real good the past few weeks. They definitely aren't as bad as people thought they were going to be. And the Packers, with some kind of weirdness going on in their offense right now, with Jordan Love kind of getting back to form.
Throwing picks.
Yeah, throwing picks. And then
he's got 5 picks through 3 games.
Yeah, Romeo Doubs rumors and just all that weirdness going on in the Packers right now. I think Cardinals will at least be able to keep it close, maybe within the 5.5.
I can't trust Jordan Love to play a clean game right now. I don't care what defense he's going up against. making some Brett Favre looking passes.
Yeah.
That one last game was like Daniel Jones, old Daniel Jones. Now Daniel Jones is distinguished.
With
fancy.
shit with a monocle.
He's like, I'll take the caviar, please. But Cardinals offense is good enough to keep this close. Packers are relying on like two guys right now, named Tucker Kraft and Jayden Reed.
Pretty much. Yep. The Chargers, favored 3 points, are going to Denver to play the Broncos. We're all on the Broncos. Carson's on the Chargers.
Meaning he would have been on the Broncos.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I figured that we'd be split on this, honestly.
It was a tough one for me.
Yeah. And the Chargers always keep it close.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's, I don't know, it's tough. It's a good spread line.
It is.
Liable for a push, but I'm hoping for a push because I have no clue which way this game's going to go.
It could go either way with this Jim Harbaugh-led Chargers team, specifically the defense. And, like, you never know. J.K. Dobbins has been running well, so he could do well against the Broncos, but Bo Nix has looked so good. And I'm sure Sean Payton's got a great game plan.
But all rookies have down games.
Exactly. So that's why there's a question mark there. And, like, I don't have any fears for, like, Chargers pass catchers getting anything because they have limited options. They have
Ladd. QJ.
Yeah, QJ. And so we can guarantee at least one of them is going to be locked down out of the game by Surtain.
Put white boy on white boy in this game.
Right. Moss on Ladd.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a wash.
This is going to be like 50s football.
It should be a really close game. It should be a good game. But I'm on the Broncos because I like what Bo Nix has shown so far, and it seems like him and Sean Payton are really getting a little mind meld going on and understanding each other well.
Bo Nix is playing clean football.
He is playing clean.
The white guys should wear the leather skin caps like they did back then. Like, we're taking it way back.
Taking it way back.
It's literally just a leather cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Nix has been playing smart, clean football. If he doesn't turn the ball over, the Chargers can't have it to run out the clock. So
Yeah.
I think it's got to be a close game, just like Vegas predicts. But I think the Broncos keep it closer than 3 and or win the game. One of the two.
Pittsburgh Steelers, favored 3 points, are going to the Raiders.
Well, they just went to the Raiders last year. I don't know if you remember, and they beat the clocks off of them. It was pretty much a home game.
Yeah, it was.
And I predict that it's going to happen again.
Yeah, especially with all the trouble that Raiders are going through right now with possible quarterback changes. I don't know who's starting next week. And then, obviously, Devontae Adams not playing, and it's just a lot of weirdness going on and kind of hit-or-miss defense. Like, Crosby had a good game this past game, but yeah, I don't know. It's just super hit or miss right now for the Raiders, and I think the Steelers are good enough to go in there and beat them by 3+ for sure.
Yeah, quarterback play of the Raiders has completely fallen off since we were all praising them week 2, and then it's like shit has hit the fan. So Steelers, I think we were all talking about last week. Steelers, I thought, should have easily beat the Cowboys last week. Well, nope. I think they should easily beat the Raiders this week, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Raiders definitely have less offensive weapons for the defense to deal with. So, in theory, Steelers defense should eat this game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, unlike us, Carson went the Raiders. We don't know.
We don't know. We really don't anymore. We've worked ourselves into a shoot, brother. The Falcons are going to the Panthers. The Falcons are favored 6.5 points.
Falcons are on their Super Bowl run right now. Stay out of their way.
It's weird. Falcons favored 6.5 almost feels disrespectful to the Falcons at this point.
Yeah,
after
seriously.
what they just showed on Thursday Night Football last week and what the Panthers are showing coming back down to earth.
After what Caleb Williams just threw for 300 yards on them, give me a break. Kirk Cousins is way
feels like
better
another
than Caleb
5
Williams.
hundo game for Kirk.
Seriously, yeah. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add to this.
Yeah.
Yep, we're all on the same board there.
It's
and
the
of
Panthers.
course, Carson picked the Panthers.
Carson's on the Panthers.
So this one feels like one he could somehow magically be right just because the NFL is crazy. Detroit Lions are going to them boys down in Dallas. And us three are on the Lions. Carson is on the Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys are I know they're at home in this game, but they're getting way too much love for beating the Steelers team, who right now, Steelers, like, at best, might be like a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, especially offense.
Lions are not a middle-of-the-pack team. They're a juggernaut. Lions easily win this game by 3. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no question. The Bengals are going to the Giants on Sunday Night Football. The
Should actually be a good game.
Bengals are favored 3.5 at the New York Football Giants.
You're taking the Giants? You and Carson on the Giants?
I am on the Giants.
I love it. I'm not.
I like Joe Burrow a lot, and boy, did the Bengals look good last game. For whatever reason, Danny Dimes impressed me a little bit.
Damn straight!
I don't know what's gotten into me.
Yeah!
He must have shit on you or something.
I don't know why I'm doing this,
It's great.
but I'm picking the Giants to cover. Do I think they're going to win? No. Not at all. But I don't know, dude. I really don't. I have no answers for my pick. I know I should, but...
Giants defense has picked it up.
that Giants defense has picked it up. Oh, great. There's no update on Malik Neighbors, but I expect he has a possibility of
It was
being
a
back.
concussion.
It was only a concussion.
It was
Yeah.
a concussion. Yeah.
So I think that also is kind of why I picked them, because I'm just kind of hoping that Malik Neighbors should be
Gets
back.
his 20 targets per game again.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like Bengals are going to come back down to earth a little bit.
Bengals just lost a corner. Cam Taylor-Britt, I want to say.
Taylor Britt.
The number one corner
Yeah, I
is
was about to
out
say,
now.
that's their only corner.
Yep.
Yeah, their defense is reeling right now.
Dang,
And-
that was about to cook, but I took the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Jamar Chase is on it.
Jamar
Killing
Chase is
spree.
so good.
T. Higgins is on a killing spree.
He's so
I mean,
good.
Joe Burrow's taking names.
Joe Burrow
And
is
losing.
doing. Joe Burrow is
Yeah.
doing everything he can to keep this team afloat.
He really can.
He's the number one.
He's in
number
mid-season form right now.
He's the number
As he
2
should be.
quarterback right now, according to PFF passing grade. He has 1,370 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This guy is
Pretty
killing
good.
it right now. Joe Burrow is
I didn't realize he was
like
doing
Joe
that
Burr.
good. Joe Burr.
he's looking really good, and I feel like this
Joe Shiesty is back.
this could be a blowout because the Giants don't have corners either. It's a game of no corners.
No.
This might be a pretty high
That
scoring
means
game.
it's a quarterback game, and I
Sick.
hate
To say it,
Daniel
but
Jones.
Daniel Jones is better. You're right.
No.
Hate to say it, but Joe Burrow's gonna outduel Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he probably is. I don't know why I picked the Giants, but I did, so I'm going to ride with it.
Yeah,
It
I
was just another gut game for me. And
Giants defense right now is probably better than
the
the
Giants defense is definitely better.
Yeah.
in my opinion. But that's about where it stops.
Crazy where we're at.
Anyways,
week
me and
6.
Carson are riding Giants this week, I guess, to cover 3.5. Week 6. Here we go. Bills, Jets, Monday Night Football. Bills are favored 2.5. Carson's on the Jets. We are all on the Bills. I think it's a get-back game for Josh Allen.
Yep.
It should
That's
be
about
for Aaron Rodgers, too.
It
but
should be, too.
I can't believe it's looking like the Jets' schedule was just terrible.
Brutal.
Yeah, like every game they have, they're against Jugs.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
They,
Yeah.
They're coming from Minnesota, going against Minnesota. In my opinion, the best team in the NFL. To
Yeah.
the Bills, one of the
Yeah,
best
it's a
teams in the
tough-
AFC.
tough
And they got to
slate.
travel back from London.
Yeah, jet lag and everything.
Yeah.
Jet lag. That was
Jet
good.
lag.
Oh, jet
Nice.
lag.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no head coach. They have an interim head coach right now.
Yeah, so that's another reason for the Bills.
Yeah, I got to go with the Bills because whenever I recapped the Bills Texans game, I was talking about all the negatives for the Bills team. Yet they still only lost by 3 to the Texans team. I think this Texans team is better than the Jets right now, so I think the Bills easily win by 3.
Yep, I think Keon Coleman's coming on, too.
There's no way Josh Allen throws like 33%. Like his completion percentage. There's no way his completion percentage is like 33% again.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, that's week 6. That's our week 6 preview. It should be a pretty exciting game, pretty exciting week, as always. So if you guys got any suggestions, feedback, comments, questions, whatever, let us know, like we always say. And comment down below. Reach out to us at gmail.com. Gmail.
There you go.
LastThoughtSportsTalk@gmail.com. That's where we're at. We'll answer questions there. We'll answer them in the comments. Whatever you want, let us know. Thanks for watching. Enjoy week 6 of football. We'll catch you on the next one.
Damn it! Oh!